Hi, everyone. Welcome today to our Q&A. My name is Diane Lyn. I'm the customer success coach here at Supermoms in the US.
Hi, everyone. My name's Lynn. I'm the customer success manager here in the UK. I'm going to pass you today back to Diane, who's going to talk to you about business analysis skills.
Thanks, Lynn. I'm glad you're here today and glad everybody can join us. I just want to remind you that if you have questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. We'll try to answer those questions live for you. But also, if you have questions and drop them in the comments, we can get to those later. So I'll continue to check back and see if there's any questions. But if there's something that you would like to ask live, please do. And this is a very important topic that we always kind of stress here at Supermoms and in the Salesforce ecosystem, and that is the importance of business analysis skills. And really, why is it important? Business analysis is a skill that is going to, it's really at the top of mind for a lot of organizations and in that Salesforce ecosystem, because it is so important, because those skill sets are going to make you, no matter where you are in the Salesforce ecosystem, it's really going to make you better at your job and at your role. So they're really coveted skills. If you are a Salesforce admin right now, a Salesforce administrator, having those skills to be able to ask why behind your, actions. If someone's asking you to customize or do something on your Salesforce org, and let's say just change something up in your Salesforce org, it's important to understand the why behind that, to question and find out what is needed from this and why you are making those changes. And the reason for that is because you want to make sure that what you're doing is going to solve the problem or solve the issue that maybe your users are facing. So having good business analysis skills is really about understanding and solving those problems, but understanding the why behind those problems. It's also important to have those business analysis skills because it will help you to, build trust amongst your stakeholders, amongst your users. They will start to see you as the person that really truly wants to understand these processes and what you can do to improve those processes. So that's important too, because you want to build your trust. You want people to be able to go to you, and you want to be a credible person and someone that they know will understand their needs and find out about those needs and really deliver on those needs. I think, recently we talk about this, about the importance of business analysis skills. And if you don't have those business analysis skills, and what can go wrong. So not having those good business analysis skills, on the opposite end of that means that your projects, could go quite awry. You might be wasting time, effort, money, and resources if you're not really, questioning and looking at those requirements of your system and utilizing those requirements to the utmost ability. So again, if you don't have those business analysis skills, what can happen is could be detrimental to your Salesforce org and your users that are utilizing that. So any questions about business analysis skills? I know that the certification, the BA certification, is really highly coveted right now. A lot of people are adding that onto their skill set. So if you're somebody that's thinking about that, whether you're a Salesforce admin, you've been in the Salesforce ecosystem for a couple of years, and if you haven't added on that BA certification, I can tell you that employers are looking for that and they want to see that certification. Again, if there's any comments, any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section. I can come back and answer those questions for you. And we could talk a little bit about our consultancy sales course, right, Lynn, and how that incorporates those business analysis skills. Maybe we want to say something, Lynn, about what we have upcoming in our consultancy skills course, and why why should someone consider taking that consultancy skills course?
Yeah, so obviously with all of our courses, the knowledge that you'll gain from the course, I mean, the consultancy course important to mention, you've still got that 10% discount code. And that is up until, I think it's the 28th, or it might even be over the weekend. So it might even be until the 30th. So definitely worth jumping on that. I will also, while Diane's talking to you, I will drop a link for, if you're in the US, then you can speak to Diane. Obviously, UK, speak to me. And we can, I'll put a link to both of our Calendly diaries, and then you can always book some time so that you can have a chat with us one-to-one, talk about any questions and answers you've got, and also your career goals, and we can, see if we can guide you in the right direction. I'll pop them in there a minute for you.
Yeah. That's great. That's very helpful. Usually I'm trying to talk and pop the links in at the same time, but Lynn brings up a very good point that if you have having that one-on-one conversation is really important, because you might be at a stage in your Salesforce career that you really want to understand your progression and what your options are, and possibly if doing some upskilling or some training might be good for you. The consultancy skills course that we have really focuses on those business analysis skills, developing those good business analysis skills, project management, change management skills, and also focusing on that effective communication that you need, and coaching skills really to feel confident in leading those projects and directing individuals and increasing that adoption of your Salesforce org. So again, that's another great point. As I talk about that, when you have those good business analysis skills and you understand requirements fully, you have greater adoption from your users. They really because you're addressing the needs, and so your adoption rate goes up. Again, all saving you time, valuable resources that you might have. So our consultancy skills course really just focuses on those areas and teaches you how to utilize those skills. And I think one of the great benefits of taking the consultancy skills course is that we provide these questionnaires and scripts that you can use in your analysis and doing your health check, what we call, your health check of your Salesforce org. What kind of questions do you want to ask to make sure that your org is living up to what you need it to do, and what it needs, what's beneficial most to the business. So we give you these scripts that would normally take you, years to probably develop and discover on your own. I have it all laid out for you. So it's an added benefit of being a part of our consultancy skills course. And that will be coming up on September 19th is our next course. As Lynn had mentioned, we do offer a early bird discount right now, 10% off of our course. So if you enroll in the consultancy skills by the end of July, so I think through July 28th or maybe 30th on the weekend, you can save 10%. So it's a great course to add on to anybody. Really, we have administrators that take consultancy course because they need to build up their confidence a little bit more. They understand the importance of adding on those business analysis skills. We have individuals that are in the Salesforce ecosystem that are just looking to kind of, diversify their skills a little bit more. So adding on the consultancy skills really helps you out. If you're even at the beginning of your journey, adding on these skills can help you with just interviewing and getting that coveted role, because it gives you a little bit more of that top level view of your Salesforce org versus kind of that hands-on that you get as an administrator. So all these skills can be very valuable for you no matter where you are in the Salesforce ecosystem. But of course, having a good personal one-on-one conversation with myself or Lynn, we can decide, is this a good move for you? Is this a good option for you? And, and we can talk to you about that more.
Yeah, I mean, I've dropped them links in, and I've also dropped a link in to have a look on the website at the different training courses we offer. And also to add to what you just said, I mean, it's important to mention that, you're looking at people earning an extra 10K plus once they've got that BA exam on their
Mhm.
CV as well. So, it's definitely beneficial. And of course, it goes out to more people. There's more people are likely to want to employ you if you've
Mhm.
got more certifications as well. So
Right. Right.
definitely
Right.
worth definitely
Yeah.
worth looking at for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. We have trainees that kind of do that, these multiple certifications before they even get into their first role, just to kind of add on to their portfolio and their candidacy, so to speak. And again, because we know that business analysis skills are very important and a highly coveted certification, just learning that and learning the proper way to do that, to find out requirements and document your needs is important. And it's something that you can utilize when you're in your interview and really show that you have that top level knowledge of Salesforce, and you can stand apart and distinguish yourself, right, from others in the Salesforce ecosystem. So if there's, again, any questions, I know we're sitting here, sometimes we're talking, we're waiting for someone to ask a question. Please do. You don't have to limit it to business analysis skills. So if you have any questions regarding the Supermoms training program and what we can offer, as well as just a general, question, if you're thinking about getting into Salesforce, please do drop it there in the comments. And if we don't get to you while we're live here today, I'm happy to come back and check those comments and answer your questions. Or just book in a time to talk with Lynn, who is EMEA and based, and I am here in the US, and happy to answer your questions. We've trained over 1,000 people globally. That was kind of a milestone that we met this year. So we're really proud of being able to help a lot of people realize their Salesforce training and Salesforce career dream, so to speak. So no matter where you're located, we definitely have classes and options for you. So definitely reach out and talk to us, because we love to talk. That's one thing that I say all the time is, we talk. And we
From my
talk.
perspective as well, I'm currently undergoing one of the courses. I'm actually doing the ultimate admin myself. So, if you've got any questions that are relevant to yourself, I'm sure resonate with what you're saying, because I started in the exact same place you are, where I was considering, should this be something I do? Absolutely. For me, it's been an absolute no-brainer. I think during my when I went off and checked all about Salesforce, I noticed that by 2026, they're saying there's going to be an extra 9.3 million jobs in the ecosystem. So it's massive, absolutely massive. And for me, as I say, I can answer any questions that you might have about, is it a good thing to do? For me, 100%. So
Right. Yes, that's a great point, Lynn, because you're kind of in the thick of it right now.
So time and learning, so it's good.
Right.
Really
We're always constantly learning. I think that's one thing that you gather from being in the Salesforce ecosystem. Everybody watching this today knows that it definitely is all about skilling up in any area that you can, and really just understanding your direction. Where would you like to go? That's something that we talk about. If I do a consultation with you, is really talk about your long-term goals and what your direction might be, and then just filling in those gaps to see if you can reach that goal, and what kind of skills do you need for a particular role. Again, I am a big proponent of adding on these BA skills and project management skills, and our course is taught by our CEO, Heather Black, who has loads of experience in the consulting world, and being able to impart that knowledge on you and coach you through those processes is really invaluable. So, we really like the consultancy class. A lot of our trainees just are so excited about the course and have great things to say about that consultancy course and how it's changed their, career projection and really help them out. So, give us a call, let us know, if you want to talk more about it. Again, just as a reminder, it's the next consultancy skills course starts on September the 19th, and we are offering that 10% off right now. So if you, book a time with us, we can kind of, walk you through what you need to do to take advantage of that 10% off. And again, see if it's a good fit for you. So quiet Wednesday out there today. I'm trying to hang on just to see if there's any questions that come live, but I know sometimes it takes a while to understand those questions. Hopefully, what I've summarized for you today is really just stressing the importance of, having that skill set of having those business analysis skills, no matter where you are on the Salesforce ecosystem, but especially for all of you that are out there at maybe at the beginning stages of your career or doing Salesforce admin. Again, you're being tasked with making these changes to your org and to your system. And, if you can be the person that can understand the why behind that, and really understand the requirements of what that system needs to do, then you're going to become, that trusted advisor, that expert, and also just, increase that adoption, and make sure that your org is working for you and doing what you want it to do. So it's really all about having those good questions, understanding those requirements, and solving those problems effectively to just kind of save time and valuable resources, from having to go back and realize that this is not what you wanted. That could still happen. Obviously, this is not what you wanted. But, if you can save yourself a little bit of that by having those good questions and requirements up front and knowing that, then that's valuable to you. And again, as part of our consultancy course, we give you these scripts, we give you the outlines of, questions that you can ask to do that check and make sure that your system is fully being utilized and is meeting those requirements that you need. So.
And, I would say, following on from that, Diane, I mean, for both of us, genuinely, if you've just got one simple question you want to ask, grab yourself a coffee, book some time in with us. We're a friendly bunch over at Supermum, so we're more than happy to either, talk you through your time, how you might manage one of our courses. It might be that you're working full time, you've got a baby asleep, and you're going to do it while your baby's asleep, a bit of studying, or however you want to do it, we can guide you. We can talk to you. I mean, if it's BA skills, as Diane said, the consultancy course, any questions at all you've got, book some time in with us. We're more than happy to talk you through. And it's something that, you'll either do or you won't. But it just might be good to have someone to bounce off of. And of course, for us, everyone that does go on and do it, it's amazing because we can watch you through your journey and keep in contact with you. And, there's nothing better than having the support and guidance around you, I think.
Right. Yeah. So important. So important to not feel like you're alone and you have that support. I completely agree. We really get to know our trainees very well here at Supermoms, and you're part of our community and our larger network, which is great. You get to know our our alumni, our mentors, our partners that we work with, and our trainers and customer success. So you really know everybody at Supermoms when you come and join us. And so that's the best part is we have a very supportive environment, and we keep our training classes reasonably small so that we can give you that one-on-one attention that you need so that you feel fully supported. And that results in really just greater learning experience for you and greater outcomes and success. So definitely reach out to us. So I think that's it. We've hit almost the 20-minute mark. So again, I always say we like to talk. And so, if you want to talk further and have a one-on-one discussion, then definitge reach out to us.
You've got something dropped in, Diane.
Yes, can you? This is what always happens when I'm about to sign off. When I'm about to sign up, this is what always happens. So it's an interesting, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure that it's really a question, if not more of a comment, that business analysis requirements from customers have become I think she's saying more technical than functional, and jobs advertise expect programming, SQL knowledge. Just becoming a BA and admin isn't enough. I do think it depends, Pooja, on what roles you're going into. So this is one of the reasons why I say if you really want to have that career discussion of what that progression looks like and what you want to get into, then definitely reaching out and finding out what is needed. I will agree that jobs, I think overall, and not even just in the Salesforce ecosystem, but overall in technology are becoming, or just in the market are becoming more technical in nature. They want you to know the latest, the greatest tools out there, and it doesn't hurt to have some of those. Now, Salesforce in itself prides itself on saying, this is what happens when we're live too. Salesforce itself prides itself on saying always that Salesforce is for everybody, and you do not need code programming to be successful in the Salesforce ecosystem. So if you're finding roles that are kind of more geared towards those technical and programming aspects, it might be worthwhile to just really have a discussion, or just have set goals on the type of roles that you feel comfortable in, and that you would like to move into. And I think having business analysis skills and having an admin certificate is definitely not enough as well. You have to have some experience, and you have to have other transferable skills that are going to make you relevant in the market. And you have to remember that those other valuable transferable skills beyond Salesforce are going to be really valuable to you as well. So where I find kind of a lack and a drop off in individuals is, what have you, where are the gaps that you need to fill in? How are your, really how are your problem solving, communication skills? Where is that level at, and where are you for that? So again, taking that one-on-one consultation with us and finding where those gaps are and understanding where you need to focus your efforts on really does help. So great comment. Thank you for bringing that up. Again, I think it's one of those, areas where it's just so, just depends on the role, on the organization, and what you're looking for, and what direction you want to move towards. So, and having the latest and greatest knowledge of technology is going to help you probably in any market and any role that you go into.
Yeah, I think probably whether you're talking click or code, I mean, it's always worth just finding out, for even Pooja, if you wanted to jump on with a call with us, then we'd be more than happy to discuss what your career goals are. It might be that you're already, I mean, I'm guessing that you're already in the ecosystem, but it might be that we can help you with something else. We've also got recruitment, maybe that's what you're looking at. But anything at all, as I said before, both myself and Diane love to talk. So, book some time, grab yourself a coffee. We'll get a coffee as well, and we can sit and have a coffee and a chat. That'd be really nice.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. I always like to use that expression, you don't know what you don't know. And when you have that conversation and uncover, and we can uncover some of those areas that maybe as yourself, you don't uncover in yourself. So sometimes having someone else look at the situation and understand what exactly is going on, and where can we help you, just having that conversation with someone else might be the key to uncovering some of those. So thank you for the comment, and definitely reach out to us if you need to, and we'd love to talk. And we will be back here again next Wednesday for our next live session. Please continue to drop any comments below or questions below, and we'll come back and answer those, and see you again then next week.
And can I just say one last thing? If
Yes.
you have something that you specifically would like us to cover on a Q&A, please also drop it in the box, because we're always open to doing, you know, Q&As on anything that you would quite like to talk about. Or, as we said, reach out to us individually. Thank you for listening.
Perfect. Thanks. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.